right, all right, all right. All righty. All righty. What's going on, everybody? Those of you who may join me, I appreciate you. I appreciate you. All right, so today I'm going to wait like a couple of minutes, to see if maybe a few people come on. So we'll see. Just going to wait a few minutes because I actually had a couple of questions. About a song. Or I think that I was about to get a question last night. So about this song, How Does It Feel? And I think that it's appropriate for Valentine's Day coming up. I think that it is. But it depends on what kind of mind frame you're actually in. Some say it's a really lustful song. Okay. But some of us guitar players, we love the guitar on this song. We love the guitar on this song. So that's the reason for this tutorial / ask a question about the song. So what I'll do is I'll begin to just talk about the song and, the chords that are played on the song. And I just know that I actually had a couple of people who reached out who asked, and they said, hey, I got a question about this song. So I'm actually hopping on for them. So anybody else, if you have questions about this song on guitar, it is in the key of D major. And a lot of D'Angelo stuff has like a lot of quartet style stuff in terms of how you actually play the chords. So I can definitely, I'm not like primarily a quartet player, but I know my way around with, on these chords and stuff like that. I think I'm live on Facebook too. If y'all see me, you can also join me on YouTube as well if something happens. So I haven't gotten any questions yet. So I'm going to go ahead and just start. All right. So to begin, just to let you know, I'm hopping between Logic, sharing my screen on Logic here as well. All right. I use Logic, or I use music production software to actually help, illustrate a few things that I'm actually explaining. And just to bring to your attention, I do have links in the description. One free mini course, one actual course that I've had out for a while, but I will be adding to it, upgrading it, updating it and everything. Not upgrading it, but updating it. Those of you who already purchased my course, that'll pretty much be a free update for you. And that's just a perk for, having my course. And I am curating other material that is specific to requests. So if you reach out, and I do actually want to say this, some individuals who've reached out, they've DM'd me and they've said, hey, how do you do this? How do you do that? And then I ask them, why don't you just reach out in the comments? Why don't you? Well, I'm a little embarrassed. I'm a little intimidated. Listen, I'm doing my best to make it, as normal as possible, So just, ask a question. All right. Anyway, in the key of D. Now, D major is located on the 5th fret if you bar it, and bar it with your index finger. And then your 7th fret, you're playing the rest of the notes. And I'm going to actually put up a chart and show you how to actually play that. So here's a D major. Here's another way you play D major. So you can play it here, as well as you can play it, multiple places. All right. So there are multiple places that you can play any chord on guitar. But here is the chart on how you play the D major, okay? And excuse all the shifting. I'm trying to find the best place to put my little thumbnail thing, camera view. But here's how you play it. And I also have tabs right here, okay? The tabs actually show where you place your fingers, okay? On the A string, 5th fret, D string, 7th fret, G string, 7th fret, B string, 7th fret, E string, 5th, all right? And the way it looks is that shape that you see right here on this chart. And this is how it looks right here. Now, some people would, you know, do this uncomfortable thing. But basically, this is how you're doing it. Now, anytime you're playing a guitar chord, you don't have to necessarily do this to play the whole chord. You can just play these strings. You're not obligated to play like the full, you know, it's not like totally necessary. It just depends. It depends on the situation. Okay. Now for the next chord, and actually these chords are very similar to Best Part by her. All right. It's just that last chord is different. All right. So just as a review, I actually put it up earlier today. I re-recorded it. I did another live on it. But Best Part goes like this. No, it goes like this. It's actually a major 7th. All right, that's Best Part. How does it feel? Dun, dun, dun. Same chords. Except that last one. The last one is this. And the D is actually a D major, not a D major 7th. So in Best Part, it goes like this. And how does it feel? It goes like this. Best Part, how does it feel? So they sound a little different. So I'm looking for PJ, seeing if he got a question. And I see his people looking. There are people on this live. Y'all not asking no questions. But anyway, the next chord, I just played them, but I'm gonna go to the next one. I'm gonna illustrate the next one. This is an A minor 7th. All right. That's how you play it. 5th fret, you bar it, index finger, you take your ring finger and 7th fret on the A string right here. Okay, that's how you do it. Now, if I were to add the melody, it would sound like this. That's how it sounds. So, but these chords are actually, the melody is around those chords basically. So yeah, A minor 7th. All right. The next one is a G major 7th. Okay. Here we are. This is how you play it. Let me move this out of the way. Maybe you can see it a little better. Can I move this? Should I move it? All right, that's fine. Anyway, so maybe, there we go. So yeah, this is how you play that chord. As crazy as it looks, it's not difficult. Okay. I tell people this is like one of the strangest things. Actually, some chords you can actually utilize one finger to play 2 notes. You know, if someone alerts you of it, and So my index finger right here, I'm going to place right here on the 3rd fret. And notice that it's just touching that. But if I rest it, not like kind of bend it and then rest it right here. And I'm resting it, the back of my finger on the 2nd fret. And then if I play the low E string and the high E string, sounds like this. And the rest of those fingers, I'm actually going to pull this illustration back in place. Okay. So here's where my index finger is. All right. That's where my index finger is actually pointing to. And then these other fingers are right here. So middle finger is on this 4th fret. Actually, ring finger is on this 4th fret on the D string, which is this string right here, the 3rd one up. My pinky is right under that, and it's also on the 4th fret, but it's on the 3rd string. And then my middle finger is right here on the B string in the 3rd fret. So it looks like this, okay? This is how it looks. And keep in mind, I have to say this, I have to remind people who are watching this. This illustration is like the guitar player looking down on the guitar, okay? So this way may look a certain way, and then you looking at this guitar neck fretboard, it looks the opposite way, but just keep that in mind, okay? So yeah, I do that, and I have to add that finger there. And then I don't think I have that last, yeah, I don't have the last one. But the last chart is actually 3rd fret, okay? So basically act like you're playing that D major. So I can actually reference this. Act like you're playing this D major. And I'm kind of flattening this, okay? But you're playing this. Except you're gonna play it with your pinky. And you're gonna flatten this finger. And it looks strange because I'm showing you all how to play it, but naturally I'm just doing this. So sometimes it's interesting when I'm showing someone else and it looks kind of uncomfortable, but it's just because I'm moving my fingers out of the way. But if no one's looking, I'm just like this. Okay. This same shape, and you're gonna move it down a whole step, meaning 1, 2. So when you go from here, da, 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 all right, but you're not going to play a major chord. You're actually going to play a dominant 7th chord. So instead of this, that's the main reference chord. But what you're going to do is you're going to maintain this note and this note. And that's where your F sharp and your A is. But this D, you're going to play right here instead. Okay? You're going to play right there. And that is, C. And the way you play that is you keep your finger barred, and this finger is going to take care of that note being played. So you're just going to place your finger, again, on the 7th fret, on the 5th fret, right here and right here. And it sounds like this. So it's a real bluesy type of chord, okay? So let's listen to the entire chord progression. I ain't gonna do the melody. That's it. That's how you play the chord progression. Now, if we want to go to the middle of the actual, the middle of the verse, okay, the middle of the verse starts to move a different way. So what I'll have to do is actually demonstrate it for you instead of like talking about it. So again, I'm going to play. I might do it just because it's comfortable for me. Let me do that over. I think that's how you play it. Okay, but then it goes to the during the verse. Then it goes here. That's what it does before it goes back to the chorus. So at the end of the verse, it plays that little, you know, movement that I just did. So, let me not do that because we're on the verse. So that's pretty much how you do that movement. But when you're doing these movements, it is important to actually kind of slide into them a little bit to sort of finesse it. And sometimes when I'm playing it straight, it sounds so plain and boring or whatever. But in quartet music, they actually move, like maybe sometimes they'll move a fret lower into the chord like this. And here comes that walk up. All right, so that's how you play that, okay? Now, maybe I should describe it. I'm not getting no questions, so I don't want to do too much talking, but the way that you play this chord, because there are a few dominant seven chords in this song. And what you'll be doing, since this is D major, here's the 2, so that's what I'm referencing. Also here, symmetrical. All right. All right, 1, 2, 3. So on the 3, you'll play that dominant 7, just like you did on the 3rd fret. You'll just take that same shape. Okay. Now this is still a dominant 7, but it's a different shape. It's actually like, it looks like a major chord, but you're playing it from the 7th fret bar right here. You play a normal major chord. Then at the 7th fret, playing it from the A string, you play another dominant 7. Then you'll play an A11. Now, two ways that this could look is right here. Or, so the way I will play it, okay? So that's how you play it. So this same shape right here, that's in the 3rd fret. Or if you want to use your whammy over here, sometimes I take it. So we go here. Some people play this. Some people play that. So so yeah, that's that part. Then we got the bridge. I'm waiting on some questions. So anybody's coming through, like, if you got questions, ask. Otherwise, I'm gonna really breeze through it. So yeah, on the bridge, the part that goes boom, dum, 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 dum. Those are some riffs that are played on the 7th fret, like if you want to use that sort of as a reference. So back to the D major, I referenced that, okay? The 6 of the D major is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 right here. So that is a B. Right there. So the root note of that is here. Now this is also where like the pentatonic shape takes place. Which I think is sometimes overused, but if you know what to do with it, it could actually be pretty tasteful. So, coming from that, that's pretty much where that is coming from right here. So you're going boom, 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 boom. You go here, you slide. I actually did that wrong. So that's that. So I'm doing that this way. And back on this. You know what? So I guess I do that without thinking about it. So yeah, there are just some riffs here, and if anyone cares to know that, I'll elaborate on it. But otherwise, in this position is where you play those lines, and it's pretty much a box between the 7th fret and the 9th fret. And we're not doing this on the low E string, but you're doing it on these next 3 strings right here, where you're just the 7th right here. Okay. So yeah, that's how you do that. So yeah, I mean that's pretty much how you play the song, but that's toward the end. And then you pretty much go to the end of the song where, you know, he starts to yell and do the whole Prince thing. And the same chords on that particular part, okay? There is a slight difference, but it's pretty much the same chords. So, but instead of doing the lines that I was showing you before, it's that's pretty much what they do on that part. So yeah, those are the progressions. Or you can play that note. Or there are different variations. I know that I showed the minor 7. You can play the minor 9. If you don't play that, you can play that here. All right. So I didn't switch back and forth to my logic as much as I thought that I was, but let me mute this actually. Because typically, well, in the past couple of weeks, I've actually been utilizing Logic to actually record it. So, and I'm getting a gauge. I'm getting a gauge as to, you know, whether or not people like this format. So I'm definitely testing it out. And if you like it, leave a comment and say that you like it. But I'm going to play the chords on top of the drum loop. Nothing special. It's just something. Let me make sure I'm good. So. Let's fast forward to that last part. Let me start it over. So yeah, that's how it sounds there. And I know I went to that other part. So yeah, that's how you do that. Oh yeah, and here's that other part. I didn't do it with the loop on. What up, yo? Who is this? Oh, that's funny. The legend. Oh, okay. I guess I'll take it. Let me know if you have any questions. Is that what I think it is? Because I don't see your picture. I can't really dig into it when I'm doing the live, yo. Yeah, I can't really. Yeah, I can't really. I'm on another computer, but yeah, I'll definitely stick around for anyone. Yo, I was waiting for you to hop. PJ, I was waiting for you to hop on, but I didn't know what time because I saw that you asked the question. It's the same chords except for the last chord. Let me stop this real quick because I'm talking over the loop. Except for the last chord, it's the same chords. It's the same exact chords. You know what I'm saying? Yo, is that Tony? Anyway, but it's the same exact chords. So yeah, when yeah, that's all right. Like I mean, it's Friday. I don't really be doing much on Fridays unless I'm taking my wife out, of course. But we'll do that tomorrow. As far as the chords, you're right. But, for the best part, I actually re-recorded it earlier today, so I did a live earlier today. So yes, let me go back to. Yeah, go back to this. So yeah, here we go. We already know this part, but I'm gonna just do it real fast. All right, so we got that. We got that part. Here's how does it feel? So that fourth chord is actually a C dominant 7. Okay, so I'm sure you already know what that shape is. So in the way that you play it, and I'm sure you know how to do this, in quartet music, you don't really play just a straight major. We're not doing that. We ain't doing that. You slide to it from like a half step down. And you slide into it. So you just go ahead and play your chord in the second fret right here. And so it sounds like more notes, but it's actually, instead of going, let me do this real quick. Let me move that out the way. I'll move that over there. Here we go. That's funny. But I'm telling you, I mean, I'm really here to show you. So it's like, you know, I feel like if the guitar players kind of get together and here's what I run into. I don't run into a lot of guitar players. So you run into the real good guitar players, they don't want to show you nothing. So I happen to be somebody who's like, hey, let me see what you're playing. And then I'll also say, oh yeah, what I'm playing is this. So I'm doing that, but in a virtual sense. Okay. So let me go to the other window so you can see it a little better. Actually, do this right here. Okay. And this, I don't think this is going to work on this. Let me mirror that. That don't look right. But yeah, the way that I'm playing it is I'm playing the same stuff that you probably already know. So you can either play this or, so just start here. And that's already in the chord, basically. So, but it has to have that or a bunch of kind of like a triplet effect almost. So instead of just going, yeah. Yeah, so that's how it is. So you don't want to play this, which is still a G major 7th, you could actually play it right here. So then right here. Next chord, A minor 7th. And then this part later in the verse. My bad. So those chords are going from, since it's in D major, the 6th of D major is a B. So it's playing that. Dun, 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 dun. So it's playing that B minor 7th. Dun, dun, dun. This is the bridge. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, yeah, on this part. Dun, dun, dun. So it goes from that that E dominant 7. Then it plays a E minor 7th. Dun, dun, dun. So and then it goes to B11. Then whatever it does right there. Yeah, I mean, some people interchange those chords. I don't think about it as an E sus personally. Yeah, if you're talking about a sus 5, that's, or if you're talking about a E, like sus 2, like that, or add 2. So it depends on how you actually look at it. On that E, I play a dominant 7. Yeah, that's what I play. But yeah, so I don't know if that helps, but that's literally how I play it. So on that bridge, where's the that was kind of sloppy. It's like a line that's being played at toward the end or whatever, on top of the how does it feel stuff. But yeah, some people forget that part where at the end of the verse where it goes raw wrong. So let me start over. This is in the verse, and I'm at the end of the verse right now, right here. Then it goes back. So that's what it does at the end of the verse. But does that answer your question? Or I don't know if that answers your question or not. And I don't know if anybody else has any other questions or whatever. But yeah, that song is like really, number one, it's crazy how best part in this song, it just has a different rhythm or whatever. How Does It Feel is more like a 6, like a 6/4 count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. To boom, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Best part is like 1, 4, a 4/4 count. So they're just two different counts. And then that last chord, instead of the instead of that, it's okay. So yeah, most definitely. And then the one ad lib that the guitar player does, it does this little riff, I think on the first verse where it goes. It does something like that. Matter of fact, let me do it with the delay. Let me do it with the delay. 1, 2, 3. Let me see. It might sound like I want it to sound, maybe not. Nope, we're not gonna do that. So So if that chord is, yeah. Yeah, so that actually fits. That actually fits on that part. Because instead of playing that G right here, you could actually play the G right here too. And you can do the or right here. Or here. Play it there. You play here. 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 See how I took that mistake and went down? So, but yeah, man. I could blabbermouth about this song for like another hour. So if there are some questions, I can actually answer questions, like specific questions. So yeah, I'm here. I'm gonna try to get on tomorrow. We'll see. I may just upload a recording or whatever. I may just do that. And I'm figuring out a time. Okay, I'm figuring out a time that's best for like most of the people who just kind of slide through, and just make it a regular time, and then you all could just know that I come at, like I start the live at like 7 p.m. or something like that on Fridays, or so whatever that is, just let me know. If anybody wants to contact me and you got a question, if you're on Instagram, you could just go to Kashif Music on Instagram. I think that stuff is in my page bio or whatever. You can hit me up there if you just have questions, as well as on TikTok, Kashif Music on TikTok, the same. You can go to my website, kashifmusic.com. You can go there. And Facebook, same thing. I got a Kashif Music page there. So I mean, yeah, I'm definitely around, so you all can reach out. Whoever has slid by and didn't drop a line, just ask a question. You can DM me in one of those ways. All right, because I really be scratching the tip of the iceberg on these songs. I'm not showing everything. I'm kind of just trying not to show too much stuff, basically. Okay, so that is pretty much it. I love y'all. Thank you so much for just tuning in as much as you did. And I don't see no questions right now, so I'm thinking that is it. All right. Peace. Love you.